Alright guys, so I timed out and took the Bloodline Keeper first pick, and I passed a little bit of green, but given how deep this green is that I just got past, plus the best green common, pretty much, Dark Thicket Wolf, and really nothing else, plus green just being a deep color, with black I think being a fairly shallow color, I think I'm fairly happy to take the Dark Thicket Wolf there. I have to pick between Vampire Interloper and Dark Thicket Wolf. I'd really like to be black, you know? So I think I'm going to take the Interloper. The Interloper's a good dude, right? Well, Dark Thicket Wolf can't be blocked either. I'm going to take Dark Thicket Wolf. It's just a slightly better card. Just going to end up immediately abandoning my first pick Bloodline Keeper. Like, the best card here for my green-black deck is Avacyn's Pilgrim, which is much better for a green-white deck, which I'm already seeing. Well, Spectral Rider is pretty late there. No black at all here. This is a problem for me. Abbey Griffin and Thraben Sentry, neither of those are actually cards that I'd love to have in green-white. Butcher's Cleaver is not a card that I'd love to have in green-white either, but it's a little better in black. Just nothing going on here. There's a late-ish Burning Vengeance, but no way I'm gonna do that. There's a Somberwald Spider, which I'm definitely not interested in. There's an Altar's Reap and a Brainweevil. Like, the best cards are probably both blue, to be honest. And the Spider is okay, so I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna be green-white, I think. Shoot. Well, I tried. Maybe I'm even, like green-blue or something? I don't know, this draft is a little confusing. Do I want to go for the Equip deck? Because Inquisitor's Flail is a decent dude to pick up, if I want to make that happen. Village Bellringer is sort of unplayable, and maybe I see lots of black cards, who knows. Like here, I could go Boneyard Worm, or Corpse Lunge. Those two cards sort of fight each other, don't they? Unbreathing Horde is unplayable. Corpse Lunge, Boneyard Worm. Corpse Lunge seems so much worse than Prey Upon. I'm gonna go Boneyard Worm. Spidery Grasp. I may just have enough green to play green-black with one black playable. Okay, well we have a 2-drop, sort of. Is there anything that this is good with, really? Morbid triggers? I think it's probably a little better than Manor Skeleton. I'm gonna take it. Just take that. Oh. Nobody loves the Brainweevil, huh? I don't think Brainweevil is so bad. I will take the Brainweevil. Alright, so after pack 1, like, we didn't see much black at all after opening the Bloodline Keeper, but we managed to maneuver ourselves into such a deep coloring green and take some artifacts over differently colored cards. Jesus Christ. Managed to maneuver ourselves so that we can probably play a black-green deck to take advantage of that Bloodline Keeper. I'm gonna take Keswick Cagebreakers here. I don't know what else there's to say. Keswick Cagebreakers is not a card that I just go green for if I'd seen no green in pack 1 or anything, because I don't actually think it is a card that wins you the game on its own. I think you really need to be pressuring your opponent for it to win you the game. But I'm sure going to take it when I am green. So there's a Kessig Wolf run, Ulvenwald Mystic, Diagraph Goal, Woodland Sleuth. Like, the Wolf run is the most powerful card, but I have Bloodline Keeper and Cage Breakers, and I'm not certain that I'm going to have enough playables. There's Deadweight and Diagraph Ghoul, and I might be powerful enough top end to take Deadweight over Diagraph Ghoul here. But I think I just want to take the Mystic, ultimately. The Mystic's a good dude. It's a 4, and I'm going to want a higher curve. I may table this, or this. That's sort of why I'm doing it, because I do think that second. Yeah. Wow. I actually have to pick here between Spider Spawning and Elder of Laurels. I don't know that I've ever been green-black before, just straight up. But that's going to make Spider Spawning a little better. But, like, Elder of Laurels is the pick. Nobody wants the green cards. It's really good for me, obviously. Lumberknot or Abattoir Ghoul. I feel like I have a pretty good top end, right? Lumberknot is great for your top end, but unless we're somehow... Oh, this guy kills creatures. My own creatures. Yeah, unless we're somehow activating him straight away, he's going to be pretty bad on boards that we're behind on, and he's not going to increase the pressure on boards we're ahead on either. I could also take another Spider. Flying aggressive creatures might be a problem for me, but I think I'll just take that dude. I have the option to splash Travel Preparations. I don't think there's anything better in the pack, really. Woodland Sleuth, I have a Brain Weevil. It may hang out on my board. No, I'm gonna take Travel Prep. Maybe just play it for half the card. Jesus Christ, how is this draft going so well? I'm so blown away right now. I got a 6th pick Falconwrath Noble just then. Did you see that? I'm gonna take it. There was a Screeching Bat in the pack too. I'm pretty happy with Caravan Vigil. I may play it. I'm pretty light on 1-drops right now, obviously. Lumberknot is fine. Brain Weevil, Fen Snake, Hate Draft a Spectral Flight maybe? I think I will. Yeah, the Spectral Flight is pretty scary against me. Tabled a Manor Skeleton, which I think is... It must be the pick over Woodland Sleuth. Don't have anything that does anything on dying, right? I have Falconwrath Noble. I guess that is something. Because I do have this Disciple, which could maybe become playable if I get enough Morbid. But I think I just need to take my curve down. So happy to table that. Yes, please. Hate that. So that's really weird. Like, a lot of green cards disappeared out of that Elder of Laurels pack. I don't know if they were just hate drafting them or what. I don't think Curse of the Pierced Heart is so bad that you should be seeing a 14th, by the way. If you're in red, I think you want to pick those up for your sideboard in certain matchups. Like, red deck wins can play that card in Constructed, so there are going to be places it's good and limited for sure. Anyway, I think people are misevaluating that. I have splashed it. It's possible I will splash it this draft, although unlikely. And we got a swamp, so our mana is starting to look better. That's good. I can splash the travel preparations off an Avacyn's Pilgrim, and if I get a Shimmering Grotto, that'll help. 2 Avacyn's Pilgrims. Nothing else in this pack for me. Very bad pack for me. Mirror Phantasm is such a good card. Oh my god, do you have any idea how good that card is? It's a 5-power flyer for 5, which cannot be killed and gives all of your flashback cards flashback from your library. Something like that. Pretty good with Kessig Cage Breakers, too. We're just taking the Pilgrim, and quite happy about it. I'm really struggling in my 1 slot, and I can now play the travel prep. I'm going to take the Splinter Fright, again, happily. I have a lot of good cards. Splinter Fright is just great with the Kessig Cage Breakers and so on and so forth. I think Vampire Interloper is just a better card than Unburial Rites. For sure, Unburial Rites is the more powerful card, but it's just so fiddly. It'd be sort of nice to have in my deck. I'm probably getting towards the point where I do want to go with Travel Prep, and if I got Unburial Rites too, I could play 1 Plains. But, like, what is the point? If I get an 8/8 Splinter Fright to put cards in my yard, I can get back Kessig's Cage Breakers as well. Like, I have an 8/8 Splinter Fright in that line, so I think just the dude who hits them in the face for 2 while flying is going to be better. It's late Bonds of Faith, but I'm not interested in splashing it. Orchard Spirit is great. It's filling in a hole in my curve, and it's giving me a real ability to just play aggro Smash Face. Aggro Smash Face. How am I for playables? I'm pretty much set, right? Like, these colors have been very deep. Really pleased with how it's going. Black hasn't been that deep, but green has been absurdly underdrafted. And I, like, jumped on that straight away, and it just kept on rewarding me. I'm gonna take the Typhoid Rats and probably play them. I don't know, I could take Mulch, but I don't think so. Could have gone with 3 Unbreathing Hordes this draft. Don't think so either. Happy to have a Prey Upon. This is not the sort of deck that desperately needs removal or anything. I just have a beastly creature curve. Like, it's looking pretty good right now, and some late game bombs. But I'd still definitely love to play a Prey Upon. I have 1 werewolf that it's gonna screw up. I think I'll take Rolling Tembler here. It's not great against a lot of people, but it is pretty good against me, and the only other thing I could even consider is Knot of the Bone, but I'm not really putting stuff in my yard very well. Spider vs. Typhoid Rats. I don't really feel like I want 2 copies of Typhoid Rats, but maybe I'm wrong. They do get in. They do trade for bigger creatures pretty well. They do wear travel preparations okay. I think the Spider is just gonna be so valuable against the, like, blue-white flyer decks. Just take that. Probably these guys are starting the board, by the way. In the same vein, I think I'm actually going to take One-Eyed Scarecrow. It's just a very solid sideboard card against decks which make lots of spirit tokens. I might as well take a Knot of the Bone as well. Sideboard that against very aggressive red decks. Yeah, I'm fortunate that I got so many playables that I can start picking out just full-on sideboard cards. The Ancient Grudge is another one. Very unlikely that it comes in. Well, I just got a strictly better one, pretty much. So Naturalize is another one. Yeah, I feel like I'm playing Constructed with this deck. I'm gonna be unhappy if I don't at least make finals of this draft, and I expect to win, to be honest. This deck is very good. Alright, straight into deck building. That's a nice change from the 64-man draft. I don't think I want to start Boneyard Worm in my deck, but he may make the cut in the main still. Maybe start one spider. Okay, we need another 3 cards. Do we want 16 land actually? How about 16 land and a Caravan Vigil? That seems nice. It's like, it never morbids pretty much, but I'm so heavy on green that I'm pretty much always gonna have green. And at that point it can be a forest or a swamp. Probably a swamp all the time. Oh, or a plains. Yeah, because I do have travel prep in the pile, I guess. I guess I put it there. That might be bad, I don't know. It's a good card. I have 17 creatures. It's too bad that I never did see a spider spawning. Well, I did, but that was in the pack. I'm not going to complain about getting an Elder of Laurels. I'm just saying spider spawning would be really good in this deck, I think. 2 cards. Like I said while drafting, I haven't ever really drafted this archetype. Let's take a look at humans. That one's sort of. Not many black humans, are there? Okay, so I have 4. 3 real ones and 2 half ones. I don't think that's enough to start Butcher's Cleaver, although Greatsword isn't terrible in this deck with these guys. This guy, that guy. Vampire tokens. This guy. This guy. Well, no, this guy doesn't care much about that. Lumberknot don't give no shits. Back to here. Let's take out the spells and just look at our creatures. I'd like another 2 and a 3, I think. Fortunately, I don't have another 2 and a 3. I definitely don't want another 4 in Brainweevil. I do have a Manor Skeleton who might make the cut. And I think if I play Manor Skeleton, I'm at the point where Butcher's Cleaver is okay just as a great sword. And like I'm playing... what? I'm playing a ton of land. So actually, let's play one more card, I guess. Let's play Boneyard Worm. It's gonna be, like, obviously it's not a 2-drop so often, but it's gonna get big. Quite big late game. And that's just gonna be valuable. For sure. Big creatures are pretty hard to deal with in this format. Might take out... no, I'm not gonna do that. So, I managed to draft a black deck, which I think has good spells in it. The trick was apparently to only play 6 black cards. Green was just extremely open this draft. A little worried that I'm pushing the mana too hard, given the card quality. I'm gonna do that. No, I'm gonna do this. 9 green sources. It should be okay. You would hope. I think it'll be okay. 19 creatures, I like that. Just play some dorks. It's too high a curve though. It's just slightly too high, but it will be okay. It will be okay. yeah, this is what I'm going to run, so I'll see